Hello, ladies. Let's talk about the Flawless Face Bundle. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to share this with you. This is one of my favorite things. I just love the look of even tone skin, and it just looks soft and super silky, and it feels amazing at the same time. So So let's talk about the Flawless Face Bundle. So I haven't put anything on yet. One of my favorite things to put on before my makeup is my Serum C. So it brightens and tightens, and it just adds amazing vitamin C to your skin that helps with boost elastin and collagen production, and it just feels so good. So our serums are amazing. This one is $56. It lasts about 6 weeks. So worth it. And then I've been using our Repair line, and I absolutely love this as well. So our Repair line is an amazing skincare that has retinol in it, and it also helps to repair any past damage. So the day cream has SPF 30 in it, so you just give it a little pump and it comes out the top like, I don't know if you can see that, there we go, like that. And so you just scoop it up and there it is, right there. So it helps keep the air out and any anything else that you might have, like, I don't know, floating around in the air. Just keeps germs out and keeps it nice and sealed. All right, so like I said, it has SPF 30, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So your skin just feels amazing already. So our skincare, I could tell a difference immediately. Like the first day I ever tried Mary Kay, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. So good. So we'll talk more about skincare. Of course, we'll talk more about skincare because it's the bread and butter of our Mary Kay. Anyhow, I'm going to let that dry for just a second. So we have some other serums as well. We have a tone correcting serum that is a navy bean complex that helps to lighten discoloration from like freckles and age spots and things like that. I've been putting it on the back of my hand, working on some past sun damage that I have there. And it just really helps to lighten. And it's a navy bean complex. Isn't that so cool? This was patented a couple years ago by Mary Kay, and it is fabulous. We also have a Voluform lifting serum that is part of our Repair line, and it's like Spanx in a bottle. It is so good. It just helps to lift and tighten, and oh my, it's fabulous. So our serums are amazing. We also have little vitamin C squares that you can dissolve in your hand and then add one of your serums to it, and then you have another fresh layer of vitamin C added to your skin. So amazing. Okay, so I want to just wait for that to dry just a little bit, and then we're going to start with the Flawless Face Bundle. So there is a basic that you start with, a foundation primer and a foundation. Then you have an add-on, and you can choose what that is, and then you get a free tool. So a free beauty tool of your choice. So I will walk you through all of those and tell you all about the deal and the steal for today. So foundation primer is my favorite, one of the things I don't leave home without. You'll hear me say a lot of the things are my favorites, and they really are. Like our cosmetics, our skincare have changed my skin dramatically. Okay, so foundation primer, here we go. So it has SPF 15, it has some silica in it, and I'm just going to put like this little pearl or piece size amount on my fingertip. And so the silica makes it super silky and soft, and the SPF, of course, is guarding against UVA and UVB rays. So I'm just going to warm it up a little bit here and start on my nose, on my eyelids, on my forehead, and just up and outward motion. So this acts like a spackle, filling in our fine lines and wrinkles and our pores without clogging them. So as you're going up and out, think about this. Think of like you're painting a wall, a textured wall with a roller. So you're going up one direction and you're seeing paint still visible below, you know, paint spots from the wall visible below. So you roll down the other direction and it kind of fills all that in. So that's kind of what the idea behind doing this here, just really gently, because we want to work always against gravity, but we also want to fill in our pores a little bit better as well. So just super soft and silky. And you guys, if you didn't want to wear foundation or any other makeup for the rest of the day, you are covered with SPF 30 and SPF 15, and your skin is going to feel so soft. And it's creating this barrier to keep out the free radicals. So wearing those two things is just going to help protect your skin during the day, and then you want to wash all that off at night and put on your night cream so your skin can restore while you're sleeping. And there's another whole ton of information all about that. So moving on to our Flawless Face Bundle. So we're going to jump ahead into some add-ons because that's the order of application. So the next thing is one of my other favorites, and this is our under eye corrector. So it's really, really orange. You can tell it's $16. So the oranginess of it helps to counteract the blueness of our under eye circles. So I just like to roll it on the back of my hand. It had that doe foot applicator also for easy application, so you can just put it on like that as well. I feel like I have better control of the product that I'm putting on if I have it on my fingers. So I am just going to put this on the inside of my eyes. I'm okay with going onto my nose. It's a little bit drying, so I don't mind it on my nose and on my chin. I just don't want to take it out any further where the laugh lines are, the smile lines. So then I'm taking my little spongy, my blending sponge, and it is wet. So you wet it in the sink and then just wring it out. So it's damp, I should say, and then just dab. So I don't mind putting it on my nose because it's drying. I don't have any wrinkles there that I'm trying to hide, nor down here. It's just acting as a concealer in those parts. But our skin around our eyes is so much different than the rest of our skin. There are less sebaceous glands there, and so this skin around our eyes needs extra care. That's why we use an eye cream. And I have some crazy bangs today, sorry guys. Anyhow, we need an extra eye cream because we can't produce as much oil in this area to keep that area moisturized. So if we're using anything that's too thick or too heavy, it just is going to make those fine lines and wrinkles stand out, and it's going to make it look drier. So we want to keep that under eye corrector on the inside, and then I'll show you a little trick for the rest of my eye because I do have a lot of discoloration on top that I want to get rid of. And it's kind of funny because I'll go back in and put purple and pink or whatever on there, but I want to put it where I want it, you know? So my next little trick is a concealer then. So we have these perfecting concealers, and there's light ivory, deep ivory, light beige, deep beige, and I think there's some bronzy colors also, and these are 16 as well. Another doe foot applicator. But here's what I like to do with this. I'm going to just swirl it on the back of my hand and add a little bit of the primer because I want it to be a little more loose in consistency and to have some moisture in it so I can put it on those fine lines and wrinkles. Okay, and plus I was getting a lot of dryness on my eyelid, and this really helped turn that around by adding a little bit of moisture with the primer. So I have that, both of them on my hand, and I'm just going to swirl it in and mix it up like this, like my hand is a paint palette. And I'm just going to go on my eyes, and you can be messy here because we're just going to go back and blend it with our sponge in a minute. I'm even going to take it on the inside of my eye because we want that area to be light as well. And then there is some shadows here that I want to kind of work on, so I'm going to add some more right there. All right, so now we'll just go back in, and I have a little extra, so we'll just keep layering it on. It's okay because all the way up to our foundations, our products are helping to heal your skin. Isn't that so exciting? Like, we're not just masking and covering up the problem. We're actually helping to heal the problem and make your skin better. Isn't that exciting? I think that's exciting. I can get on board for that. So I'm going to go back in with a little more concealer. I've got a scar right here, and well, actually I think it's a birthmark right there, and a scar up on my forehead. It might be chickenpox scar. I don't know what it's from for sure. But I'm going to just run a little bit right there and a little bit right here. So we want our concealer to be either really, really close to our skin tone or a little bit lighter, depending upon if you're using it for a highlighter or not. So you can always go back on after you put your foundation on and add some more highlights if you'd like. Okay, so there we go. So far we have our foundation primer and our concealer and our under eye corrector. So those two are add-ons, and I'll kind of go over the bundles in the very end. Okay, let's talk about foundation. So our first one that I love is our CC cream. So this is like a tinted moisturizer. It's our lightest weight coverage, and it's super easy to color match. So it's only 5 shades, and it's super easy to put on. There's this little pump, and you just pump it out and you just rub it on like lotion, and it's so great. SPF 15, so it's going to help to continue to protect your skin during the day, and it just is so natural looking and just so lightweight. it's amazing. So active people, people that just don't want a lot of coverage or a lot of hassle, but they still want even looking skin, this is your answer. And this is $22. And there's a ton of product in here, you guys. So once you can't pump anymore out, here's a little trick. So cut the top off, but cut it long. And then you can dip your fingers in there and get the rest out. And you probably have another week's worth of color in there. But cut the top off long like that so you can recap it and keep the air and bacteria out of there. Isn't that cool? I did not think of that. Someone else did. I was like, oh my gosh, you're brilliant. So give that a try. You can do that with any of our other products that come in a tube as well, which is so great. Like if you're running out, girl, there's probably a few more days left inside. So we want to get our money's worth, right? So back to our CC cream. So it does leave you with a little bit of a luminous glow. And I'm more of an oily girl, so I want to powder that, which is another add-on, is our translucent powder. But dry girls prefer to be dewy, and oily girls prefer to be matte. So, you know, there's always something like the girl with the curly hair wants straight hair, and the girl with the straight hair wants curly hair. We just always want what we don't have. So, so there's ways around that as well. But this is really great, $22. And then our other foundation that I love is Lost. Where did it go? I had it here a minute ago. Oh, here it is. This is our Time Wise 3D foundation. So one of our skincare lines is our Time Wise 3D. So this is exciting because it has age-fighting benefits in the foundation. There's encapsulated resveratrol in here, which is an antioxidant, anti-aging goodness is in here. And so this also leaves your skin super soft and silky, and it has 12-hour wear. It does not have SPF, but it's amazing. So there is a matte finish and a luminous finish for both girls, whichever you prefer. And there's also a quiz. If you go to marykay.com or to my website or your consultant's website, I'm not sure how you're joining us today watching this video, you can take a quiz. So you go to the foundation page and you can take a quiz that asks like 2 or 3 questions, and you are about 95% accurate. They're about 95% accurate with the color that they suggest for you. So another great thing about Mary Kay is if you get that color and you buy the whole tube, these are $25, and it's not your right color, we can totally return that for you. So 100% money back guarantee. No questions asked, but we do want to make it right with you, and we want to find your proper shade, and we want happy customers. So I prefer this one. I just like this coverage, and you can actually layer these as well. So maybe you have this on during the day and you're going to go out at night and you want to wear this, or maybe this gives you some coverage that you like and you want to you can do whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to show you this today. I'm using a beige N150, and depending upon what tool you use with these gives you a different kind of coverage. So you don't need to go from a cream to powder to a mineral powder to a CC cream. You can buy one of these and a different tool. So if you use our sponge, our blending sponge, it's $12, you get a lightweight coverage. If you use our liquid foundation brush, which is lovely, it's $14, you get a medium coverage. And if you use this little guy that looks like a toothbrush, and these are all little tiny, can you see that? Little tiny bristles. And you guys, this is so soft and silky. People just like to rub it all over their face. This gives you a full coverage, and it's only $16. So our brushes are really, really well priced and very great quality as well. I just clean my brushes with Dawn dish soap about once a week. It's antibacterial. Never let your brushes dry like this and let the water run back down into to the handle. It'll just expand and break the wood and dissolve the glue and all the things. So I'll give it a tutorial later, but just wash it like you would a paintbrush, straight up and down, and then rest it on your counter, like the edges hanging over the counter like that. Okay, so taking care, your brushes are an investment, so you want to take care of them, right? Okay, let's get on with the foundation. So this, I'm going to use the matte, and it's almost to the end of the barrel. I'm gonna have to like cut it open and scrape out the bottom because I am a deal shopper and I'm not gonna waste any product. All right, again, I like to put it on the back of my hand, and so I like the sponge. I like our lightweight coverage, and because it's wet, it just kind of helps to give you that airbrush look. And also, once you get out to the edge of your face, so you always want to start in the center with your color, And once you get out to the edge, it's kind of, the color is almost gone, you know? So you're just feathering the color out to the edges. And then I flip it over a little bit and just kind of soften up all the edges into my hairline like that. And I'm going to go on with a little bit more right on my forehead. I think my spongie's getting a little dry. So this color actually changes a little bit as it sits on your face. So, there's that. So I'm feeling much better about that. I was looking a little splotchy with all my concealer on. So there is our foundation. I love this, you guys. And then I also love to powder my finish. I just do. I don't love a mineral powder. I have felt before like it accentuated my fine lines and wrinkles. So as I'm getting older, I am changing my ways, and I'm loving our translucent powder. So it's really finely milled, and so it just floats above your fine lines and wrinkles. And one of the really cool things, so it has this little twisty top so you can close it and open it so it's not spilling all over the place. And I just put it into my lid right here. So you can tell, oh no, where's my big brush? You can tell, there it is, that it's really finely milled because it's just like smoke when you put it on. When you put it on your brush, and like you don't have powder falling all over the place, it's just smoking. See that? Because it's just so finely milled. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna tap it here and just swirl it all over. So this is another really great way to touch up during the day with our products. So you don't really need to touch up a ton during the day, but if you're going to go out at night or something like that, or had something else you needed to run to later on, you could throw this in your purse with your big fluffy brush, and it just puts your makeup all back in place again. It's really crazy. So one time my director and I, we were traveling, and we met in Billings and continued down to Colstrip, and so we had been in the car for like 4 hours, and she was in touching up her makeup because we had a show or a party like in 30 minutes. I was like, oh my gosh. And so she went in, she was out in like 2 seconds. I said, what did you do? And she said, I just dusted my powder on. And she looked like she had just redone her whole face. It was crazy. So this is only $16, and this is an add-on. So our add-ons so far are our translucent powder for $16, our concealer for $16, or our under eye corrector for $16, or you can do a finishing spray and they're $18. So once you choose your foundation primer and what kind of foundation you want, so this is a must with the bundle, your foundation and your primer. This is $22 and this one is $25, and then your primer. Okay, then you choose an add-on. So the add-ons are just what I told you, the concealer or the under eye corrector, or the spray, or the powder. Then you get a free beauty tool. Isn't that so exciting? So you could choose from any of our tools. Honestly, you can get the big fluffy brush if you need that for your translucent powder, or the toothbrush brush, the full coverage brush, or the medium coverage brush, liquid foundation brush, or, you want me to say brush one more time, or the little sponge. So, gosh, there's cheek brushes. There's all sorts of brushes. They are so good, you guys. So that is our Flawless Face bundle. Let me know if you're interested. All right, gals, I'm gonna hop off so this isn't a half hour long, and we'll hop on again and do some more things. All right, bye.